The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 227 pounds, Brian Pillman.
This guy will settle for nothing short of a victory here tonight.
The reaction he gets when he walks to the ring never ceases to amaze me.
People like winners.
And approaching the ring, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at one of the most unpredictable superstars of all time, Dean Ambrose.
He just looks shifty, Cole, doesn't he?
We're finally going to see which one of these two is the superior competitor.
How dangerous is a Falls Count Anywhere match, King?
Oh, geez, extremely dangerous. But here's the thing. These superstars have to sign a contract to compete in a match. They know what they're getting themselves into.
The collar and elbow tie-up in a battle for control here.
Yeah, and Michael, it's so important to come out of this on top because you can do so many things to your opponent from this position.
I think we've got a moment here, and for Dean Ambrose, what can you tell us?
Definitely looking good so far. Hasn't taken too much punishment up to this point.
Chin lock. He's simply reminding him that he's here.
Look out! Ow! Ooh. Well, we're on the move here. The scary thing about facing Brian Pillman is that you never know what he's thinking. You never know what he's going to do next.
Don't expect a lot of mercy to be shown here.
Yeah, none expected and none will be shown. Watch out! To take a chance like that, do you know how badly he must want to win this? Wow, he's still down after that.
Look at this dominance. This isn't a match, it's a massacre.
You witness this type of physicality and wonder, if it looks this bad on the outside, how much worse is it on the inside?
Yeah, there could be some serious internal damage here.
I'd agree, King. With such a deep arsenal of moves, it has to be scary to face Brian Pillman. And even worse, that spinning wheel kick oftentimes comes out of nowhere. There's just no defending it.
Yeah, it's the threat of those knife-edge chops that would freak me out the most. Those things will leave your chest stinging for a week. I hate those.
And now he goes for it a second time.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
This match will have a lot of big moves. One question will be, who will capitalize on those moves the best?
And who will capitalize on those moves the earliest? That's important. Brian Pillman showing some adversity right now. The momentum is with Brian Pillman, and he's moving this match forward in his favor quickly. I think one of the things fans all over the world share in common is they don't quite know what to fully expect from Dean Ambrose. They know Ambrose is a lethal entity here in the WWE, and they know he'll make any doubters a believer in him and the Shield.
Wow, that was a wild strike. Talk about missing the target.
Yeah, it looked like it was completely out of desperation. He wants this battle decided inside the ring.
And that's why he's such a great athlete, such an important superstar. The excitement in the air is palpable for this no-holds-barred contest.
Yeah, and that's because they know these competitors have free reign to do whatever they need to pick up the win.
He goes for the quick pin attempt.
Count, Rex, count.
And the shoulders up in time.
Well, as long as it's up before that 3 count, that's all that matters. It looks like there's some left in Pillman's tank. Brian Pillman reverses it. Brian Pillman seizes the opportunity.
Look at the pain on his face after that neck breaker.
The shoulders are down.
Plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%. I'm telling you, this guy's powerful. Look at that kick out. Whoa, Ambrose somehow moved out of the way there.
Wow, that overhand punch started down behind his feet and just kept coming.
Man, that came out of left field. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Look, we don't know what Dean Ambrose is going to do next. And you want a strategy? For anyone going up against Dean Ambrose, you have to be ready for anything. Because anything is what Dean Ambrose can do to an opponent during a match.
And there's the reversal from Brian Pillman.
Uh-oh. And he brings the action back inside the ring.
Yeah, I think this is good strategy. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the Pillman going for the cover. And it's up. He got the shoulder up.
Cole, Dean Ambrose knows where he is in that ring at all times. Wow, I cannot believe Dean Ambrose got out of that one. You know, Michael, Ambrose is so out there, attacking him first might straighten him out.
You can practically feel the wear and tear that's been done throughout this match.
There's not a lot of cushion for your face. As you can see, everything hurts.
No kidding, that's hurting me.
Going for the cover. And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on. He's showing the heart of a warrior here tonight.
You can feel the tide turning in there. When you have someone with the athleticism and drive of Brian Pillman, you have to be on alert at all times. He can launch an attack whenever he chooses.
Oh my, look at this!
Brian Pillman scores with a tremendous move.
The toll from this match is
Pillman going for the cover. And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
well, that's just not enough to get the job done. Dean Ambrose is not going to go away that easy.
Between his stints as a professional football player and his time spent in WCW, ECW, and WWE, Brian Pillman would have to be considered among the most accomplished athletes we've seen in a long time.
He is certainly a natural, Michael. Then on top of all of his God-given ability, you add to the fact he was trained by the legendary Stu Hart, and you've got yourself a true stud in Brian Pillman.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can win. I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate.
Here's the cover.
1, 2. John, it's that relationship with Stu Hart you mentioned earlier that made Brian Pillman such a perfect member of the Hart Foundation when the group were formed in 1997. No breathing room here for Brian Pillman. It looks like Dean Ambrose has got the momentum again.
When he gets going like this, there are few better. I have a feeling we're going to see several more demonstrations like that before the night's over. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Cole, you mentioned Brian Pillman's involvement with the Hart Foundation earlier. But let's not forget that he was also a member of one of the greatest factions of all time, the Four Horsemen. That's it. He's done.
Now that's a finishing move. This thing might...
Oh, quick pin. Can he do it?
Maybe. Oh, look at that. He managed to get a shoulder up.
Well, like they say, Cole, timing is everything. I'm telling you, this guy's powerful. Look at that kick out.
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe. Look at these two giving it their all.
The shoulders are down.
And the shoulders up in time.
Well, as long as it's up before that 3 count, that's all that matters.
What do you have to do to keep this guy down?
There's so many different things Brian Pillman can do when he gets to the top rope. But I guarantee you, if Air Pillman is one of those things, this one's over. Oh, out of nowhere.
This might be it. And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on. Dean Ambrose is not going to go away that easy. A reversal from Ambrose. Oh, that was slick.
And there's the reversal from Brian Pillman. Good Lord, that wasn't even close.
So that's what it's like being so far off the mark. What an incredible power bomb. He can end it here.
Right now.
2, 3. You know, I've been in this business a lot. What a tremendous victory. Let's go to the highlights here. Oh, they mesmerized the WWE Universe in that match. And here's some highlights from the matchup. Oh, there were some unbelievable highlights. Watch this.
Here's your winner, Dean Ambrose.
It's a win here tonight for Dean Ambrose.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
And the crowd here tonight still in awe over that great match.